Oh, but actually, if you go with the Camille here, that's just straight up indicating that Froggy is looking for his infamous Galio. So right now, as Mad Lions, this is something you have to be worried of. The fact that you know it might be coming. And you could also go down a route where you're looking like, all right, I know most likely they're looking for the Galio. I'm going to try and counterpick something that would be good into a Galio. Or you're just straight up looking for a takeaway because it does facilitate the style that Mad Lions is looking for in their composition so far. More CC applied to what we already know to be a Death Ball composition. And now the question will just be, is this Seraphine going to be a mid laner for Niski? Or is it actually going down to Unforgiven in the AD carry department?
We'll find out in a moment because Mad have to finish their draft with Alistar being picked up there for Kaiser. Tick away. Niski's chatting, so I imagine it's going to be a mid laner. It is going to be Unforgiven Seraphine, and that is Swain for Niski in the mid lane. Pretty safe blind pick.
I do rate it though, because even if Froggy goes for a facilitator here, that means that they'll pretty much never have kill pressure on you, post 6 at least when you get that ultimate to come through. But I feel like this one, we saw it coming a mile away, right? You saw the Camille, you know it's Froggy. Froggy on Galio is absolutely crazy. I've seen him flash into a pit to avoid Scuttle Vision to move up to top lane.
I remember that play.
He is quite crazy with how he gets the plays going and the flow of the game. So I'm interested in this one. We said it was going to be bloody, and so far with the compositions that we're seeing, this is all about the team fighting.
Does Froggy have any good lanes to go to? Oh, yeah, they have Camille and Amumu. That seems pretty good.
Oh, yeah. That is most certainly something to be happy about. Does he have some good champions to follow up with his ultimate? Oh, there's a Camille. There's an Amumu. Even Maokai as well on the tree. There is a great lot of champions. And having Galio, when you're against AP carry, 2 of them on the opposite sides with the Swain and with the Seraphine, Mad Lions.
BJ also doesn't have Smite up just yet. It's close, but there's going to be a brawl here. Froggy also moving on in. You're going to have to try and protect BJ. Smite out early for a bit of extra health. But here comes the Amumu. In we go. Saigon Buffalo going to take the fight instead. And Alioya is going to get first spotted by Taki.
They wanted to defend that red buff. They lose it either way. And as you say it, first blood as well coming through. And that's what happens when you play into a Galio with massive AoE taunt. Good move from Froggy, and he's back on comfort. Taki even seeing it.
Makes his way to a plate, and Niski just barely gonna have his flash back up, but maybe they can make something happen here. Bandage Chosh goes in, Niski gonna take some damage, forced to pop the ulti, knocked around, bumped around, Saigon Buffalo, capitalizing in the nick of time.
Yeah, there you have it. They knew it was down, but Niski's still with it up now. Didn't have the time to use it just because of the amount of CC that came through. And that Mad's Lion getting greedy with the map state. They already allocated their resources on the bot side with Saigon on the top side, and Niski just on the wrong side of the lane there.
Instantly buys the Merc Treads that he was already going to buy.
Yeah.
But makes sense when you see the CC chain that Saigon Buffalo just dished out. Riftail for their trouble as well. Nice little play there. This should boost them actually pretty significantly in gold. Before the Herald charges, they're already 1,400 gold ahead.
Yeah, look at the movement here. If they can get out of this situation in the mid lane, they can move all of it up towards the top side.
Ooh, nice ulti there at Unforgiven. Good aim. Taki in trouble on the level 5. But here comes Froggy on the other side. Now going to try away interference. Onslaught of Shadows through. The Galio trying to block there as BJ was defensive. Maokai ulti trying to tie them up for a bit longer. Armut also rounds here. Ready with the Gnar. Hops on over. Q lands there for the slow. Froggy going to have to be sacrificed. As Saigon Buffalo get one back, Alioya was too low to try and continue, but BJ now knocked around, and that's a kill for Niski getting some revenge.
Yeah, we call that a bouncy castle, but in the end, 2 for 1 and double kill over to the side of Niski. Even under that exchange, Unforgiven forced to teleport down towards the bot side as Shogun was picking up some plays for himself. But Mad Lions happy about that exchange. They could have lost a lot more on the map had they not found the pick there, because as we already said, Slowbush was coming through on top side. Having that Galio with a Camille and Rift Herald, Armut would have just been forced to forfeit the top lane.
Yeah, so that gold lead I mentioned, about 1,400, cut down to only 500. But there is still gold to be mined from the turret plates, and Taki is now level 6. So I don't expect the place to slow down, but this was a very nice job by Mad, even though Saigon had this first pick.
Yeah, so you can see they stick around to just get that support stack on towards the cannon. I get it. You want it so you can get the wards. And you also want that extra gold, but great ultimate from Unforgiven to come through. And despite Froggy being there to dismantle some of the AP damage, it's just not going to be enough. Then you can say with Armut coming around, this is still looking very good, but Alioya dashing forward as he is here might be a bit too much in terms of what you're getting. You could have definitely lived and let the rest of his teammates pick up the kills. In the end, Mad Lions super happy about with the exchange.
Good aim on the skill shot. TP for Unforgiven. BJ, poking a little too far forward. Gonna get ignited, forced to flash away. Taki looking for the angle, finds a good bandage toss in, but he didn't really want to take it. Forced to ult defensively. Galliwell comes back in, a massive knock up there for Froggy, but the damage is not there. Hasmed late. Now Shogun's here. Perhaps they can turn it around nice and late. Great flash for Armor to get out of the situation. And we're fine. We're totally fine.
I love these skirmishes. I love Matt Lyons versus this team. It's so good with Buffalo's aggression as well. And you can see it. They're looking for the skirmishes. But the only way they have to save their teammates as well is by...
This looks like a coverage play, but you never know.
They'll have a lot of vision. Play is picked up by Armor. Here we go.
No coverage just to dive. Great Camille ulti, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Just brute force straight through the enemy tower. Great aim out of Armor for the kill.
And there you have it. They get some plating on the top side as well. Initially, really good Hectech ultimatum by Hasmed, but in the end, the amount of CC that was able to come through as a follow-up.
Really in favor of Mad Lions as I watch this dive again.
Yeah, so the micro stuff, of course, is the fact that the Hectech ultimatum comes through immediately. The unfortunate thing is that the flash and the E is not really synced up in the essence that it comes through with. So you can see he's gonna E and then try to flash out from the damage. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough as well to avoid the boulder. And I do believe Red Spite was also taking on him at the same time.
Ulti ready here for Saigon Buffalo. They can pull the trigger very swiftly.
Yeah, only one missing their flash is Armored as well, which of course is one thing for disengage, but also for the ultimate from the side of Saigon Buffalo, both Hasmed and BJ. But it's getting low now.
Yeah, they pop the ulti. They're going to try and get the steal. They get it. BJ now getting in there, but Hasmed's going to dive on through. Froggy with the ulti over the top. Astaki can't find his way in. Great disengage ulti there out of the Seraphine, and Unforgiven has taken out the Camille, but Saigon Buffalo going to kill on the other side. Shogun still alive, going away with the ball time. Already popped it as Alyoya takes out Froggy, and Niski stands and delivers as BJ just has to dive in to peel for the AD.
And there you have it, Matt Lyons. They lose the objective, but they pick up the team fight. Saigon Buffalo gonna get a bit too aggressive and throw a bit too many tools in something that Armored is actually able to dodge out. You can see it with the bullet time coming through from Shogun. Despite being the Hectech ultimatum, Armored was still able to jump out of the range before the Galio came flying die afterwards. I'm sure we'll have a look at it in this replay because that was a messy team fight as well.
Yeah, tough to follow, so watch it once again and see exactly how it went down.
So there you have it. Nice, easy and quiet. Drift Tail on the side of Matt Lyons. And BJ, yeah, he just walks up and just straight up smites it. That's the Giga Chat as he is there. You can see it. Seen a few things come out from Maokai like that. And then when they get the brood on Maokai, Hasmed immediately recognizes he wants to go in. But you can see it there. Armored jumps straight out of the range from the bullet time. And it's a great ultimate coming through from Unforgiven. We said the weakness of Seraphine is when you get flanked. But this time around, that's not really the case. So despite the bullet time coming through in a good position, they're just not able to follow up with the damage and the kind of allocation that Mad Lions have with their own positioning.
Yeah, felt like Saigon Buffalo couldn't quite get everyone involved, and
that can be crucial in not having that a movement flash ultimate. Rocky is on the side, he's looking.
Going in, Taki with a decent ulti, ball time over the top is good. Damage is there onto Kaiser, but they can't get the kill just yet. Hasmed trying to complete the play, they found Niski in the midst of it all, and Saigon Buffalo found a pick out of nowhere.
And I can't believe that they actually get away with it. It looks so good for Matt Lyons in the beginning with Niski in a stopwatch, but we talked about it. If you can get shot down on the Camille out of nowhere, maybe you can get some more sideline pressure. 2 minutes later, what happens? Hasmed picks up that shutdown.
Didn't even commit that much, honestly, to get the kill. I mean, a bunch of ultis and 2 flashes.
The Hectech ultimatum together with the Galio ultimate is still there.
That's true. Have some tools here. Obviously, Shogun's ulti and Taki's ulti being down might make this dragon fight tricky, but they are going to go for it. Niski's not here for 5 seconds. They take the dragon, they get away. They need to get away under from Mega. No, they're going back in. Almost an error as they go back through. Hasmed now going into stasis there. Froggy diving over. Alyoya's in trouble. It's going to be shut down by that Camille ulti that was still there. Niski back. There's a good flash out of BJ, and I think Saigon Buffalo fancy themselves a continued fight here. Slowdown is good. Double up hits Kaiser. Froggy with the channel torn, and Kaiser with no ulti is going to fall. Niski though turns it back around. An unbelievable amount of damage from this Swain, and that's going to force the flash out of Froggy.
Oh, these fights just keeps going back and forth through the short cooldowns as well that you get with Leandrius, of course, on the Swain, and Niski able to pick something up of the back end of that fight with his ultimate. But once again, overreach from Mad Lions into that Drake pit, and Saigon Buffalo just waiting around the corner, hoping for them to make that overextension.
Bit of a back and forth. The Fairs will watch this one again.
You can definitely see what they're looking for. Armored, he wants to get the Mechana. He's hoping he can get it here before they commit, but the CC is just there immediately before he's able to transform. Good ultimate initially from Unforgiving to set up the rest of the team, but these stopwatches from Hasmed as well to keep himself alive. The fact that he's able to pick up another kill in this team fight, dodging out on the 2 Seraphine Qs with his ultimate. The micro you get from these team fights is also really what makes and breaks them. And with the Make It Rain slow that we have in the end, At least they're able to pick up one. Kaiser, he sees it. I have to sacrifice my life to set up my team. And luckily, Niski, we talked about it, able to pick up one on the back end of that.
Yeah, 20 DPS is not a joke. Unforgiven also forced a flash there at the back end of it, and Hasmed TP'd in as Alioya's face, saying quite a lot there in the player cam.
And that also says quite a lot. Good vision coverage by Matt Lyons. Hasmed trying to come around where he's not actually spotted on vision.
This is an amazing pit. Oh no, Taki! Barely missed the advantage shot, but they're going to commit anyway. Ball time goes out, and Hasmed dives in, but now Froggy moving in. Here's phase 2 of the fight. Mad so far looking okay. BJ in the front line burning down, but he's not dead as Taki also low. Alioya getting the kill. Mad Lions have found a way out. Saigon Buffalo couldn't quite sync up the engage, and Mad Lions will punish at least with one kill. As Alioya with an ulti double kill.
Held on to it for so long.
Kill.
And they might even look for Penta if he's feeling himself too much here, but still, they get the mid lane turret here. Baron is up and available on the cards, and they're moving all of them up there. And a little bit of a nostalgia coming through here, seeing that fail of Drake fight and move up towards the Baron. We've already seen it one time this game, and this time around, it's going to favor Matt Lyons.
Yeah, this should be an easy Baron for them as well. BJ dead. No one really here to contest. They are going to TP in. Shogun level 16, but doesn't have ulti. This Baron is getting burnt so quickly. Can't face check either. Froggy going in, no chance at all of a steal. Alioya finds a smite, and Froggy finds himself caught out of position, gonna add another kill. Almost an unofficial quadra.
And we said it, the hesitation had been so good for Saigon Buffaloes in terms of when to commit and when to not. That time around, that kind of failed with Froggy feeling a steal. And let's have a look at the team fight once again, because initially it looks like that Saigon Buffalo is going to be in a good position. Ultimate comes through over here, but no bandage touch connects on Alioya in the beginning. The follow-up with the ultimate are really not, once again, layered together with the bullet time. The only one who's receiving damage from it is Alistar, and he's already got the reduction on towards him. Great ultimate comes through from the side of Unforgiven. We said it, if he's not flanked, well then that B line or just straight line is going to do wonders for you.
And then look at Niski, just dives into the enemy team with the ult ticking, knows he has the stopwatch. Alioya just playing clean up at the end here in this 1v2. I like the attempt to go back in, but Hecarim far too strong.
And the healing as well, Conqueror proc fully, and then the Q coming
as fond of. Alioya definitely trying to maximize the fighter nature of the pick as Hasmed. Ooh, goodness, that's a beautiful looking bullet time. Shogun's found a kill Saigon Buffalo. They're so tricky. Oh!
And that's just out of nowhere. Matt, they go for an overextension. Saigon Buffalo,
that second part of Precision Protocol's not okay every now and then. Just slicing through Alioya, even mid-ulti. As the setup here onto Niski, pretty durable here. Nice little stopwatch to avoid the incoming stun. TP coming in, now you gotta run. Niski knows he's bought just enough time. He's got Rylai, he's chicken away, he's got the ulti form, and Unforgiven gonna make this untenable for Froggy and friends.
High MVP up there in the top lane. Niski 1 versus 2 on the Swain. Not had the best world so far actually, but in this game, KDA at least showing up, and despite his that's so big, and now coming through with the 4 fights and picking up that Banshees to keep himself even safer.
Yeah, stopwatch as well in reserve, so gonna be real tough to find an angle onto Unforgiven, but Saigon Buffalo, if they want to pick a fight at this Dragon, which would be their soul if they can get it, they're gonna have to find the perfect engage.
Now coming in here, Mad Lions does have their fronts warded. They're lacking some vision on the left side this time around. If Taki wants to come through. Same setup as last time. Kaiser aggressive.
First one to go, finds the ulti, finds a decent little engage, but BJ again, very tanky. Defensive Mount Kai ulti burnt though. And Mad is kicking them out of the river, trying to make sure they can take the Dragon Armor. Wants the angle. Taki flashes in with the Curse of Sam. Alioya goes in. Shogun gets chumped up in a Seraphine ulti, but Unforgiven. He's on a killing spree and they just don't have the damage. Niski finds the skill shot onto the enemy AD, and the Mad Lions Deathball takes over this game.
And the healing is just disgusting in this fight. Look at the health bars that Mad Lions walk away with after that one. Hasmed still alive, but with these death timers, surely Mad Lions are looking to just end the game. They're scoring the wave, making sure Hasmed can take it.
Yeah, Hasmed can get the next one, but that's not the one that matters right now. That little cannon creep and the rest of his buddies going down mid lane is more than enough for Mad to at least crack this inhibitor, but there is more they can get as well. It is 20 seconds on most of them. Taki the only one up in a few.
Still looking for it here, and as you said, but 1 second here on Taki, he's there. 2 versus 4, what can they do?
Again, trying to make it happen. Taki no ulti, just has to throw his life straight at the enemy. He wants to clear the way, but he can't even do that. Hasmed level 16, kicked out of there by Kaiser, and Mad Lions only need a couple fights, but that is enough to get them the win here.
Gonna take us some time, but it gets done. Once again, it's not clean, it's sloppy. As I say that, Nexus?
Yes, it's fun.
Does explode, goes down at the end. We have it. And Matt Lyons, they pick up